Hey guys, this is Stamping with my friends.blogspot.com, and today I wanted to share the new Heidi Swapp Project Life value kits that I got. This right here is the gold foil edition, and I told you I had found my wedding pictures, so I'm just going to really quickly scan over these to give you the ideas of what I did. So you can see that I used the entire gold kits. This little pocket envelope actually came from the Studio Calico kit, so I did use that, as well as I did use this card that came with that kit and this card that came with that kit. So I really did use my entire kit this month. I got to really utilize everything. I still have some stickers left over for the alphas, which, you always have extra alphas left over. But I'm going to do an Erin Condren video, and I'm going to show you actually how the Erin Condren, where you can actually decorate it, will help you utilize some of the stickers that you may not actually want to use in your scrapbook, but you can use it for your everyday planner. So as you can see, all of these colors are really, really beautiful together. I did pick up these little gold Heidi Swapp stickers, and I thought that they led a lot to the album. And it's just very simple, but because it is the gold foil, you can definitely see that it actually really picked up a lot. It really, really made it stand out with all of that gold foil. I really loved it. And as you can see, it's really just a pink, a light pale pink. It's a mint color. It's a lot of the golds and the whites. And so what I did on some of them, if I felt like I couldn't utilize the whole card, if I felt like I needed something a little bit extra, I just actually took some of the 4x6 black cards I already had, and I would take them and then just add them to the scrapbook, and then I would just use the 3x4 on top and then just go from there and just layer up. So I thought that was a good idea because I have so many of those, and I didn't want it to be all gold, white, and pink. I wanted to add some black to give it some definition. So I think that helped quite a lot. There was a few times that I did add some outside stickers. So like this one right here, this is a beautiful card with the XOXO, but I felt like this was plain down here, and so I really thought it needed a little something extra. So that really helped me to utilize that. And as you see, I tried to stick with the mints on the mint side. Let me push this picture down in here so you can see what it is. But I really tried to use the mints together. And then I started bringing in from the glitter kit, I started bringing in some glitter pieces towards the end. Because the next kit that I jumped into was actually the glitter kit. You can also see these are pieces from the glitter kit. This right here is all from the regular standard gold, gold foil kit. But you see the glitter pieces that came in. So I really did use up all of my gold foil kit for this. I had exactly enough pictures, so it worked out perfectly for me. And these right here are also pieces from the glitter kit because we already had pink in the gold foil. See, this is a card from the gold foil, and this is a card from the gold foil. We had cards from the gold foil that also lent colors that I could bring in from the glitter kit. This right here is just a 4x6 card that I had. It's from the Midnight Edition. And what I did is I just took this piece off of the 4x6 gold, cut it down, and then I just added some gold little jewels on the side, and then I added the 3x4 card here, and I just added stickers at the bottom because I just felt like it needed something. It didn't need to be plain at the bottom. I really don't like empty spaces. So this right here is where you jump into the glitter kit. And so on the glitter kit, I didn't really do a whole lot of extra because I had maybe a gold foil card here and there that I did add in, a doily here that I did add in. But the rest of this is just the glitter kit. So like the arrows here, you really didn't need anything else. This right here, I did use a sticker, but you really didn't need a whole lot else to add into it. I did put this because we were in the 80s, and I had the 1980s stickers that I had found, so I really wanted to utilize that because these are my last pictures that I would need to scrapbook from past years, and I knew if I didn't use it, I would not use it, so I don't like to waste. This right here is a picture of my grandmother, and I just took a piece of the 4x6 and I cut it down to the 4x4 size, and I took cut this picture down to the 3x4, and then this is a piece that came from that glitter kit, and I just thought that really added a nice definition to that particular pocket. This right over here, this is all still from the glitter kit, still really cute. Just some of the cards I cut down to the 4x6 cards to 4x4s, as you can see, and then I just added a 3x4 card. This right here is one of the cards that said Epic, the 3x4 cards from the gold foil kit, and I just took it and I cut it down so that you could see the words, and I just added it to this heart because I thought it was a little empty without it, and I don't really like empty spaces. So really, even bad pictures, like this is a bad picture because we used to didn't have digital film. So this, I did not want to waste this picture. So what I did, so it was so off center, is I just took the star from the kit and I just added it on here. The last piece that I used from the 1980s kit was this video game machine because it was really retro, and this was just, you could see where my husband's wearing the overalls and he has one side hanging down, because that was the style. So that still was the 80s. So these kits, if you haven't got them, they are really fun. This right here is where I start the Favorite Things kit, and I start bringing those pieces in to the glitter kit, and you can see that they just all blend really well. It flows nicely. This is just a 3x4 card that came in, and I just cut down this picture so that you could see all these little corners. I really like these corners because they're really glittery and bright and fun. And so these over here, I try to normally stay with the design A with the 4x6s and then the 4 3x4s. But I really tried to make it a little more fun and a little more different and a little more creative. I really only had to add a little extra sticker here because I had a banner, and just a little extra sticker here because it was really plain right there. So I did add a couple of extra little stickers. And this one over here, this one right here is the one with the overlays. And as you can see, I might have added a little sticker here and there, but they came with these little chipboard pieces, and I did use every single one of these little chipboard pieces. They were a lot of fun. So these, you can see sometimes I would just take the 4x6 and I would cut it, and then I would just put these 3x4s on top. This one right here is the same thing. I had this right here, was one of those cutouts, and I actually just took a 4x6 card, cut it down to 4x4, rounded the edges, and laid it in this pocket. And then these are just regular pictures that overlaid. So it's a really nice, fun kit. You could do a lot with it. This one's not open all the way. Let me open it all the way so you could see it. But this one right here, I thought this was sweet. I thought that I would not use this as a picture card because it was so many words right on top of the picture, but the way they're sitting in this was when my second son was born, so the way they're sitting in this, it actually was really nice. It really didn't cover them a whole lot. You still could see through it. And then this one over here is, actually this one has been turned around. I have to fix this, but this is just one of those little chipboard pieces. It says Happily Ever After, and then it says the story. It's a little overlay. The same thing here. These are 3x4s. And, you know, I could just, this is an overlay on top of the plain glitter star. So I thought that was really pretty the way that happened. This is just one of the little black from the Favorite Things with the little glitter arrow. This is the card that had the actual turn wheel where you could turn it. And so I thought this was a nice opportunity to use that. And then I just added a couple little pieces from that kit. Some more overlays. Here's some more of the overlays. This is the back side of the card that turned. This says Rewind. And at first I didn't know what I would do with the rewind, but because kids grow up so fast, this really lent a possibility to that, to actually say stop and rewind. This right here is just one of those cards on top of a 3x4 card, so you could see the blue through, and it makes the pink stand out really nicely. And then what I did here, this one I had to do vertically, so you could see where this says the play, it's the overlay at the top, and then these just go sideways all the way down. This right here again has another 4x6 card on the back of it, and then I used her stickers that I had already. Sometimes I would put stickers, sometimes I would use a little twine, just add a little bit of extra. And then when I got towards the back, I was really kind of worried because I had my mom's pictures in here, and I had actually gotten pictures from her from like the 1800s. And so I was really, with the Heidi Swapp kit, kind of worried about what I would do with that. So this one right here is one of my mom, and it's in the black and white, and it's the 4x6, and I really, really like it. So you can see what I did before I got there. I started using like the floral prints, a little bit of the blockage, and then this right here is another floral with an overlay, and the picture is cut up under it. When I get over to this side, because on the opposite side is where it's a little more muted, this right here is where I start getting into the florals and the light greens and the pale blues. And then this is just an arrow card that faces down. So these little arrow chips came with it. And so I thought that'd be fun to have those coming down with that. So over here on this side, this one is really bold because I like the way that this card is actually cut. I don't know if you can tell, this is a 4x6 card. I took one of our pictures that we had. This is one of the 3x4 cards, and it had blue on the bottom. And I just cut this piece out, stuck it on here, and then I just put one of those arrows under here. And I like the way that really turned out. I thought that added a lot to that card. And then these right here, this is just a 4x6 that I have turned. Added one of those little adhesive parts. This is my mom's page. So these are all pictures of my mom. I love this cuteness because this is just a little sticker on the piece of grid paper. And it's really cute because it says totally cuteness, and it's pointing to my mom. So on the other page is where you'll see a lot of the florals, a lot of the light blues. These are all homes that we had lived in as I was growing up. So you can see that these are just very basic layouts. Then I get over here, and this is a card that I had received in the mail, and I really liked it. I wanted to keep it. So I actually cut it down, and I actually put it on a piece of the pink 4x6 that came with the favorite things. This is a picture of my granny, and same thing, just the blue, cut the picture, added some writing, and then in the middle I used the 3x4s, and I just used blues, blacks, pinks, and then some muted colors. This right here was what I call my granny's page, because over here is my granny as a teenager. She was 13 years old. So I was like the way that I could add her story onto one full page. This one was taken in the 1800s, and so this is my granny sitting in her parents' lap. And so I thought that was really neat, and I'll actually back up so you could see the whole page. And you can see that it really doesn't take a whole lot to get this memory together without taking away from that picture. So just getting to this next page, this is where I stopped. I have some empty spaces, so that will be filled up. This one over here was pictures of my dad. This is pictures of my granny, my papa, my aunts, my mom, and my brother. This right here is my mother with her grandfather. And again, I muted every single color that I put with that type of picture. And then I would do a block of a black and a white right here and right here so that you could really get a pop of color. But when you stand back and you look at it, it's not so bold that it scares you. So I really like these kits. If you haven't gotten these kits, you will definitely want to check them out. If you have any questions, just shoot me an email. Thanks.